What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the show, I am your hostess, Rashid White. And if you're actually new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, certainly share this video. As you can see with the title on screen there, this is going to be about the Tokyo Olympics. And there's a lot of pressure to actually cancel the games. They're under a state of an emergency with so-called COVID lockdowns. There's a outbreak going on there for whatever reason, and so the Tokyo Olympics are now just 2 months away, and calls to ditch the games in the face of the pandemic are getting louder by the day. So why isn't Japan talking about canceling the games? The answer, as it turns out, is not that simple. Well, for one, according to the CDC, it's 99.8% recovery rate. And two, I mean, there's been other diseases like the flu. Now, the flu in the United States, conservatively, actually, kills maybe 60 to 80,000 people a year. And have we ever canceled any type of Olympics? I don't know the numbers in Japan, how what the flu actually kills over there, but Japan, I mean, we never done this before in a sense, though, by halting everything and shutting everything down over a disease there. All right, so a COVID state of emergency has been extended in the capital of Tokyo and 3 other major prefectures as cases continue to rise. And yet there's no words about canceling the games, despite both health experts and public opinion being stacked against them. So the current polls in Japan is nearly 70% of the populations do not want the Olympics to go ahead. But we know about these about the polls, though. Sometimes these polls can actually be skewed. And we've seen the fake polls actually here in the U.S. All right, so how could the games be axed? All right, how could the games be axed? And they're saying it's actually not that simple. That's because the Olympic Games are the exclusive property of the IOC international sports lawyer, Alexandre Miguel Mistra, told the BBC. And as the owner of the games, the IOC can terminate said contract. Well, that can terminate said contract. Oh, they got to work on their grammar here, man. But who knows? I mean, who know? Who actually wrote this thing is beyond me over here. And so another story actually coming out of Tokyo is the athletes that are currently over there. They're actually being encouraged to not go outside, and they signed a waiver form stating that they will not go outside and have no type of contact with any of the general public, though. Let's pull that story up on screen here. So the next story actually coming out of Tokyo, Japan, is the Olympics teams arriving in Japan aren't even allowed to go outside for a walk, and they're pretty much being held hostage over here. So the first Olympic team that officially arrived in Japan for the Tokyo Olympics, where they will spend the next 7 weeks before the games confined to their hotel. We can't go outside and go for a walk, but that's okay. Chelsea Forkin, a member of the Australian early arriving softball team, we understand the rules and want to be respectful. So come on, man, this is getting ridiculous already. Guys can't actually go out for a walk. Once again, it's a 99.8% recovery rate. This is getting ridiculous. So in Japan, where just 3% of the population is fully vaccinated against COVID-19, there's a strong opposition to the games. One local survey found that many as 83% of the residents don't want Tokyo to host the Olympics this summer, after the country has weathered 3 times as many deaths the first 5 of the years. I mean, listen, I say have the games. There's no proof that we don't have no evidence in a sense or research that a vaccine will work against this. I mean, they've been trying this stuff for years. I could be wrong about that, but there hasn't been any type of cure for the coronavirus, in a sense, though, a cold virus. That's essentially really what this is over here. So are we going to do like the NBA in a sense, where these players have to actually get up early in the morning and do a COVID test? So there are daily PCR tests. The players are confined to 3 floors of their hotel, and I'm not sure if Oda City, and use one elevator separated from other guests. I don't know why people are actually putting up with this, man. This is really, really ridiculous, man, and can really have a psychological impact on a person's mind, in a sense, though, man. I mean, this is putting a lot of fear into people, which doesn't really contribute to your health in any way. So the Times added that visiting teams must also sign a form in which they promise not to make contact with the general public. The Australian team believes the opportunity to compete at the highest level of athletics in the world makes the restrictions worth it. Not over a game, man. I mean, seriously, listen, I love sports just like anyone else, but to actually put yourself, I can't even describe it over here, man. This is like really, really crazy right here, just for some sports. It's not like you win any money over it. It's just really okay to say, well, our country's the best, and this is ridiculous over here, man. Australian team believes. Okay, where was I here? All right, so these athletes are committed to not only look after themselves, but do the right thing by the Japanese population as well, and be ready for the games. And I think we're very comfortable with the protocols that have been put into place to manage not only this group of athletes, but the Australian. Well, listen, we're going to be looking at all the numbers that comes from, let's say, if the actual Olympics do happen, we're going to be looking at all the numbers and see, or let's say after the games, in a sense, if any COVID, happens to take place among these athletes here, and we're going to see if these protocols actually work, because they really don't work. They really do not work. I mean, as we see here, man, all it does is, I don't think most people would actually go, just, let's say people that actually want to come and watch these games, I don't think they're going to go through all this nonsense or anything like that, man. This is really, really, really ridiculous. We're going to wrap this video up. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.